movements are very important for brain, and hence every student must start doing exercise if they are not doing. I am going to explain you the benefits of exercise for students. When you move your body, you are not actually making activity in your body, but actually it is changing your brain, and it increases the neuroplasticity of brain. Neuroplasticity is the best way of learning, because when we learn, our brain cells change. This is called as neuroplasticity. So to become proactive learner, we must do exercise for learning. Exercise improves the blood glucose oxygen level in the brain. That's why the brain becomes more sharp, more focused, and becomes more alert for learning. Second, the most important thing is that the pain is relieved during the physical activity. Endorphins are released in our brain. Endorphins are like a happy feelings, and when you are happy, you learn better. So exercise is very important. Then all the chemical balance in the brain is done very properly when you do the exercise. Exercise is very important even to reduce the laziness as well as to reduce the kind of a mental stagnation. When you walk, your brain and mind also walk, and this actually gives you a new ideas, new ways. So I always say that don't study hard, study smart. And study smart means keep your brain active through different kind of exercises. Physical activity, even walking, is very important for brain. When you walk, your right and left part of brain becomes balanced. That is called as synchronization of brain. So when the brain and the brain waves are synchronized, then your attention is at the highest level. Suppose your attention is like a water coming through a tap. If the tap is having a small width, the attention level or the water level will be low. But if the tap is having a bigger width, then that flow of water will be high. In the same way, if the brain waves are synchronized, our level of or strength of attention is very high. So that attention which is having a zero distraction is the highest power of our mind. And this power we can use in learning with the help of physical activity. So how any student should start physical activity? Anything you can start, and start from today if you are not doing it, because walking is very basic and very easy thing to do. You can do yoga, you can do brisk walking, you can do running, you can go to gym, you can go to physiotherapist, you can do different kind of exercise for different muscles in our body. Why this is very important? This is important because nowadays obesity is become one of the very important factor which is negatively affecting the heart and brain. And children, especially when they are having a very sedentary activity, watching mobile games and watching television, doing the studies online, so they do not move much. So because of that, their obesity is increasing. And when the person's body becomes obese, it is a inflammatory disease. Means there is a inflammation. There is inflammation in the body. The same inflammation goes to brain, and brain becomes less active. So when the PET scan of the brains of a normal person and obese person were compared, it has been observed that an active person is having an active brain, and obese person is having a lethargic or lazy brain. The brain is not very active. We must use the highest potential of our brain, and to use our potential, we must do exercise. When we do exercise, it reduces our stress, it makes us young, it makes us smart, it makes us more alert, as well as it makes us more and more full of energy. And what we need for learning? We need energy. So physical activity must not be avoided. And physical activity must not be compared with video games or oh I have played this. So playing video games is not a physical activity or a kind of a exercise. Exercise should be a proper exercise. 1 hour exercise for a student is very good. Even you can play during that. If you play whatever ground games you like, if you will play that like basketball or running or any other different kind of games, then those games will give you a kind of a physical energy. You will sweat and you will have all toxins out of your body, and you will feel relieved, you will feel relaxed, you will feel more energetic, and you will see exercises like that ki once you start doing it, it becomes an addiction. I always tell them, always cultivate a good addictions, and it gives ultimate satisfaction also. If you will get a success without efforts, then that success is not having that kind of fun. But if you are having efforts in it, then that success becomes more tasty and delicious. So in the same way, exercise gives you a more creative ways to use your brain, and laziness is not creative. So I really recommend physical activity, exercise for every student who is going to school. Don't become a couch potato. Start activity, start moving, light up your brain and become more and more sharp. And when you will walk, your brain will walk, and your academic performance will become more and more sharp. So all the best to you.